Street, a Lexington comes through.
You're gonna take it?
What the fuck? I don't know where I'm getting off. We'll take me to Chambers.
If you're going to Astoria, obviously you're not going to take the cube.
No.
Okay, so let me just finish. So this is how, between the Q and the N, we're gonna get the scheduled 10 trains an hour, southbound out of 96th Street in the morning rush hour, and northbound heading back up to 96th Street in the afternoon rush hour.
But is it true that the headways on the W that will serve the Astoria branch are not going to be as frequent as the Qs that used to be there?
Yes, and the way it's going to work out though is that more of the N's are going to go back to Astoria, and there'll be fewer W's, but the combined Astoria service during the rush hour
Will be.
and the midday is the same. Where there will be a slight differences are going to be in the early ramp up of service, where there'll be a little bit less service in Astoria. But that was because of the purpose of scheduling of how you had to get the trains in the right place for the queue. And we weren't running those early trains for the Astoria service, we're actually running it for the Brooklyn service. It's just one of those crazy things, the way where you store trains and how you get them into service.
So on the PM, it's going to be the same, but we're going to couple of Q signs?
Okay, on the PM, the northbound N trains that go to 96th Street will be signed as Q. Leaving 96th Street southbound, they're all going to be signed as N's because they're going to the CB line. So
We're gonna have that change all the signs and everything.
But so,
these are all electronic signs.
Yeah, but the platform edge signs are not going to mention the N, are they?
No, the platform edge signs at Utica Avenue don't mention the 5.
Why
Because
make
these
this
are
system so
aberrations.
confusing?
and then the 96 doesn't list the Lexington train that comes down either at 8:30 in the morning.
So that would only be by exception, not per schedule. But
It seems to be much more.
this has to be, yes, when we have these constraints, limits on whatnot, on terminal capacities and whatnot, you have to do some of these.
You're not going to have anything on the sign that says some ends will serve 96th Street? Some-
I think we're gonna have some sort of a footnote somewhere, but
And
not on the
Sept.
sign.
Second, yeah.
I have a question for you. It says in it,
Not on the Q.
asked by W train timetable starting Bay Parkway during early morning. Does that make any sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, fine.
And
asked the
and the
question.
reason it
We've
makes
asked
sense.
for some additional
Okay,
service
we've
along
asked,
Fourth
okay,
Avenue.
fine. Okay.
Basically the trains are stored in Coney Island and they have to go somewhere, so they come up from Brooklyn. And we might as well run them in service.
That's right.
That'll help with the Fourth Avenue line.
It absolutely will.
And it's not gonna be in the afternoon rush hour,
For
but,
information that,
what was that?
What, Chris?
for information that you didn't mention, but I know you did here, there's one thing that needed answered. What, do you know what the time is gonna start at Bay Parkway?
I don't have that off the
When it
top of my
starts in
head.
November?
Well, we're only talking about 3 trips and it's gonna be before 7:30 in the morning, so they're very early.
It's leaving the yard.
They're leaving the yards. And then in the evenings, late in the evening, there'll be 3 trips back down.
This may be, so the planning around Second Avenue, that this capacity constraint of the 60th Street tunnel was there already, and now we've got all this growth in Queens, and is there an infrastructure, like an additional capacity gain there, other than CDTC? Can you build another tunnel?
Well, build another tunnel will give us a few $1 billion, and sure, you can build
Right,
another tunnel,
but
but
they
it-
have next expansion projects to look at and figuring what's the right.
certainly looking at capacity on the BMT into Queens is something we do want to look at. But CBTC is basically how you would get the capacity to get more
Get a
service out.
huge, yeah, but you know, see, in the longer term, in the 20-year term or so, the ridership going, another tunnel would.
Maybe,
Well, they're finishing up Second Avenue subway and East Side access, so looking at what are the next expansion projects.
Anyway, I just want to mention one other thing. I know I'm going over, but I just want to mention one other thing about the Second Avenue subway service plan. And that is, it's included in our November 6th pick, but is not opening on November 6th. We still do not have a firm opening date.
But the queues will terminate at 57th Street.
Exactly. So what we are doing, getting back to the wonderful world of supplements, see, it all ties together. We are opening with the supplement that supplements the queue and those few N trains back to 57th Street. But what that means is that we have all the crews in place and everything ready to go when the decision is made, open the Second Avenue subway, and we're told it's sometime in December. We don't know whether it's December 1st or December 31st. But this is the way to stage us to be ready to go. We did the same thing with the opening of the 7-1 extension. We put the extension into.
Who's got to practice.
Right.
And the W starts then, correct?
The W starts. The W starts on November 7th, the first Monday of the pick, and that will be there.
And it's gonna terminate where?
Whitehall Street to.
Just like the
To
double.
Ditmars, yeah.
Right. Well, just like the double E, you really are dating yourself, right? So that covers everything I wanted to go through.
Double E didn't go to the story though, went to Forest Hills, I believe, right?
I worked that job.
I'm glad we were able to do this as a more interactive conversation. That's what I was hoping
Very
for.
Thank you.
If any other questions, if you think
Anybody
of
have
anything else, tell Deborah and we can get something back.
Any other items of business?
If it's possible, answer this is Fred, sign you up real quick. If it's possible, any copies of the information about the Second Avenue, can you send that to me? Because I'm very.
Nothing was
We don't have anything.
issued, nothing
We
given
have
out,
one
Chris.
sheet of paper, Fred.
That's all right, and I'll send that out.
I can't send all these. I'm just saying if it's possible. Then I'll have to make a motion to adjourn.
Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
have slain down marvelous. Thank you very much, yeah. Yeah, I lost 30 pounds. Jealous.
6 years to 1962. I'm pretty sure that's what I have to talk about it or something.
Could we